Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to tell you how to fix all of your health problems, no matter what they are. I got the magical cure for you, the magical solution that's gonna make all your problems go away. It's easy, it's free basically, and it's the cure for acne, it's the cure for obesity, or diabetes, for like literally every bad thing, almost every bad thing that like could happen to you except like getting your arm chopped off or something. I got the cure, it is right here. So if you wanna see that, don't go anywhere. Okay, so before we crack into that, let's, so if you like non-mainstream health and fitness videos, you wanna see more stuff that's like maybe not covered in other YouTube channels, you love listening to the sound of my soothing, sexy California voice, click subscribe. I try to make videos as often as I can. I've got a digital marketing channel you guys should check out as well. And you get to see the inside of various gyms in Southeast Asia. This is in Vietnam, where I am currently. And what else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Cool, so what am I talking about? All right, so every time that I'm on the internet and I see videos or pictures of people that have some sort of health issue, whether it be like cystic acne or like some awful, disgusting, no offense, problem with fungus or bacteria or like just whatever, something gross and disgusting, I'm always thinking to myself, like, this is so easy to fix, but people just don't have, they just don't know, right? And not only that, like to get a little woo-woo, a little meta on you guys for a while, not that they don't know, but that they're not willing to try the difficult cures, okay? And I'm not saying expensive. Some people are willing to throw hundreds of thousands of dollars at a problem, but are not willing to try a free solution that might cause them physical suffering, let's just call it, for a short period of time. So what am I talking about? Obviously, you know, surprise, surprise, the magical cure here is giving me money. No, okay, no, seriously, it's fasting, right? Snake diet fasting, like this stuff makes your skin better, makes any sort of like stomach disturbances you have clear up. You know, there's stuff that says like fasting increases wound healing. And at the end of the day, like some people are just not willing to try it. You know, like on the one hand, they think that it can't be that simple, right? If it was that simple, why doesn't everybody do it? And the obvious answer is that because it's hard, it's not easy, right? Like you try and go 48 hours without eating anything, try it. Like you could probably count on one hand the people within a 5-mile radius of you right now, I don't care where you are, you know, who would be willing to go 3 days without food, you know, for health benefits, right? I'm not saying for like $1 million or anything like that, but at the end of the day, like fasting is not an easy thing. It's hard on you mentally, right? Some people who are, you know, not used to it, like they're socially conditioned to want to eat all the time. They're just not like, they're not used to the idea of not eating. And I remember before I started doing OMAD, it never occurred to me to only eat one meal a day. Like I never thought like, oh, I'll just not eat breakfast and lunch. Like never occurred to me. And then when I was doing OMAD for a while, it would never occur to me to go a full day or 2 days or 3 days without eating. I never thought that that would be healthy, right? It wasn't until I saw Cole's video, you know, snake diet videos, where I was like, holy shit, like this is actually a thing. And then I tried it and it actually started to work. Okay, so like, and I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or anything, but like, that's why when people talk about their health problems, almost like I can't take them seriously. Not, again, not trying to be a jerk, but like, it's just so simple. Like this is also why you'll see in Cole's videos, he says all the time, he's like, losing weight is easy. You know, stop asking me so many questions. Like just stop eating. That's really all it comes down to. Like the food that you were going to eat, do not eat it and do something else. Like how many, honestly, I'm surprised that the guy comes out with like hour-long videos, you know, in a good way. I love watching his videos, but like how many times in how many different ways can you yell at people and call them fat idiots and tell them not to eat? I mean, again, I'm not like knocking him or anything, but like this should only need to be said one time, right? Like it should be said once, like the guy made his case, don't eat and then try it and you will see that it works, or go to the group, you know, the Facebook group, and see that it works. There's like what, probably hundreds of people now who have tried it and shown that it works to like help get rid of loose skin, to like help clear up, you know, psoriasis and acne and like all this other stuff. Like I'm sure he's even helped people with their cancer, right? Cancer is like a very touchy subject, and people like have this idea about cancer that it's some like magical thing that just happens to you, and like, oh darn, I just got cancer, I'm just unlucky, it's my genetics. No, it's not your genetics, bro. Cancer is a process that your body goes through in response to you like putting a bunch of awful shit in it. You know, unless it's like radiation or something like that, but we don't count that because how much radiation is there in like the modern world, you know? Low-grade radiation from cell phones, maybe a little bit, but then nobody's getting cancer on their head from cell phones. Anyway, like, you have a health problem, like it could be literally anything, just don't eat, you know? Don't eat for a week and come back to me in a week and tell me your problem isn't better, you know? After, of course, maybe like a little bit of like detox from, you know, the fat and keto flu and all that stuff. You know, people just don't want to hear it. Why? Because like there's whole industries built on like, oh, take this special herb. Oh, try my 14-day juice fast, you know, where you pay $13 a day for like this little packet of pasteurized processed juice in this like $180 like juicer machine that like you don't even need it. Like just don't eat. It's just stupid. But there's like massive industry behind it, and you know, if all you have to say to people is like, oh, just don't eat, boom, that like pulls the rug out from under them. Now, like, what's the famous quote? Like, if we all did what we knew we had to do, we'd all be billionaires with six packs, right? So like, that's why, you know, on my digital marketing channel, I give away all the secrets, right? I don't hold anything back. I don't give away 90% or 80% and then say, if you want to see more, you know, click my link or buy my video or buy my course, right? I just give people all the secrets because I know the amount of people who actually take action on it is going to be so small. Because like, I mean, think about it, like how much, you know, I call it like entrepreneur porn, and there's also like YouTube fitness porn, where it's like, oh, these 13 hacks that you can do to like make yourself more productive. Like, okay, great, yeah, wake up early, like, you know, drink coffee and like get a good night's sleep. Thanks, bro, that's like super helpful. I had no idea I needed to get a good night's sleep. Great, like shitty clickbait article that you wrote, and like you're somehow an authority on like productivity. Give me a break, dude. Anyway, we all know that stuff already, but nobody does it, right? Because those are the hard decisions that you have to make. The magical thing, the secret sauce, is that if you can actually help somebody get results doing something difficult, if you can hold them by the hand, if you can crack that whip over them or dangle the carrot in front of their face, that like will slowly like draw them towards the ultimate result, those are the people who get the big bucks, you know, which is why I like have so much respect for Cole, because he actually gets results and he's willing to come out and say what most people just aren't willing to say because they don't want to offend anybody, which is like, you're fat, you're obese, you have skin issues, you have cancer, you're like a disgusting human being with like all these problems. What do you think it's from? It's from the awful food that you eat. You think it's like some like magical like curse that like fell upon you from the sky because your ancestors did something bad? No. Shit, I keep hitting this thing. Okay, so bottom line, if you have health issues, don't eat. And I can think of people right now in my life, and if you know me and we've ever talked about any sort of health issue that you've ever had, you know, not trying to be a jerk or anything, but like, you know this would work for you too. Like, you're overweight, you're like 60, 70 pounds overweight, just don't eat, you know? You've got like some sort of like skin issue, right? You're breaking out all over your body, you think you need to go get a steroid injection, maybe just don't eat. You know, it's hard, you want to have your like ice cream while you watch TV and like the other people in your life are eating, it's hard for you to like resist that peer pressure. Okay, have fun dying 10 years before everybody else, you know, have fun living in poor health for the rest of your life. It's okay for me, it just makes me look better, and people like me who like have just made that simple decision to, you know, delay gratification is essentially what it is, okay? We could get into that in a whole nother video, but that's like the basis for success in whatever area of your life that you want to be in. Are you able to delay the gratification that you get in the present for a future payoff? Then you'll win, right? Then you'll be successful. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's fitness, whether it's your dating life, or whether it's making money, right? If you can delay the gratification, then you're gonna win, okay? So, rant over. If you guys enjoyed that, if it made any sense, or even if it didn't, click subscribe. Go check out my digital marketing channel. If you have any questions or comments on anything that I said in this video, ask, or, you know, leave a comment. You know all that shit. Yeah, that's it. Peace.